Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Boys Play D&D as they descend into Avernus. Last week, the boys uh, were spending the night in Red Ruth's hovel in the Bone Brambles, and they awoke to a loud crashing noise outside. As they ran out, Octavius scaled the hovel and saw a large animated tree was smashing at the hut. Um, as the boys engaged in combat with the tree, it summoned two more awakened trees, and some banshees started to plague the group. Um, they the trees focused on trying to bring down the house as the banshees wounded some of the backline members. Um, Eventually, though, the boys whittled away at the awakened trees, and a clutch banishment spell gave them time to set up on the last tree before it was able to knock down Red Ruth's home. When they finally finished it off, they took some time to repair the damage done to the house before Red Ruth returned. She was happy to find her home in one piece, having suspected that the spirits of the forest would try to destroy her home. Uh, Being grateful that they kept it in one piece over the night, she performed a divination and revealed the locations of some other creatures that may have powerful enough blood for the divination spell the boys need to find Bel, the former Lord of Avernus. Um, Basically, that is where we left off, having had them be info dumped on, and the boys were deciding their course of action to do next. So, you guys are back in interior Red Roos hut.
I'm exterior.
Oh yeah, Jail had stormed off.
Yeah, I'm outside too, actually. I think I followed after him.
All right. So the rest of you, what are you doing with the information you just got?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but if we get into another fight like that, I'm not going to be very useful. I'm pretty out of energy. I'm not doing too bad. If we need to roll out at full strength, that's probably a good idea.
How long are you thinking you might need to wait there, Gerbit?
Well, I'm I'm not physically tired, just mentally. So I guess, well, what? However long we need to wait for a long rest.
Yeah, since you guys just had a long rest, spent about, I don't know, a couple of minutes in combat, and then did a short rest, you guys would have to wait the better part of a day before being able to long rest again.
I may not have a lot of my really big magic abilities with me, but I'm feeling okay. Maybe we can make a little bit of a prep for next location and then rest up for that.
We could certainly try. We might run into some trouble, but I'm sure we'll manage. Yeah, as long as we don't get attacked by any more of those big green guys.
I'll look after you, little guy.
Just gonna say outside, I would be telling Sirzex of the voices I heard while I was unconscious during the fight.
Okay.
Wait, I guess we're sitting here talking inside Red Root's hut.
Yep,
And do you say we leveled up too, though?
that's right. Yes, you guys are now level 8.
So if I got one extra level 4 spell slot, would that now be part of my repertoire?
Yes.
Or would I be empty?
Well, begin to start telling my brother that I'm gonna be traveling down a different path and learning secrets of the warlock way that I've picked up from observing and talking to Sarah.
You don't know that.
All right. So as you guys are discussing how weary you are in Red Roo's hut, she says, "Oh well, I have just the thing." And she goes to one of her shelves and she pulls down this bottle that looks to be full of coagulated blood. It's slightly brownish, um, and appears to be chunks floating in it. And she proffers it out to Gerbeck, and she says, "Drinking this will have the full effect of a long rest."
And that's it?
Only gonna cost you 1 soul coin.
I only have 1 soul coin.
Well, that's perfect, isn't it?
Can I insight check her to see if it was only going to be the long rest effects and have no other effects?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
Oh?
24, that's pretty good. Let's see. All right, yeah, so with a roll of 24, you suspect that you've heard of Hag's magic not being as pure as other magical effects, and you could definitely foresee some kind of like minor ill effects happening as a result of drinking this potion.
Only minor.
Yes.
No, I think if the rest of the group's good, we can move on.
All right, dear, but I certainly hope for your sake you don't run into anything out there at not full strength. This can be a dangerous place.
Thank you once again, Ruth, for your hospitality. Hopefully we'll be able to see you once again, once we take care of some business.
Of course, come back anytime you need some potions.
If we need any, we know exactly where to go.
All right. So with that, you guys depart the hovel and um, head out of the bone brambles. By now, somewhat familiar with the maze-like nature here, and find your way back to your um, infernal war machines.
It would appear as though Octavius has passed out again. Someone else is going to have to drive his vehicle for him.
Classic Octavius.
Oh, I guess I could give it a shot, but I haven't done anything like this before.
I'm not even sure I could reach the steering wheel.
Oh, Krush, it's not that big of a deal. And I'll just explain to him in super simple terms how to drive something.
Kilvius could create Gerbeck
A
booster
booster
seat.
seat?
He could, but I'm also not proficient in land vehicles.
There was only enough storage for one of the Devil's Rides, right, Colton?
Yeah. with the Devil's Ride in there, you guys can just fit like the party members in there that you guys had.
So we're going to Oldrak.
Yeah,
Correct.
I pull out the map and I say, well, I guess with all the options that we have, I think Uldrak's probably the best bet, given that they're the closest. And they're all kind of equally as dangerous.
And I'd assume, if possible, we'd like to try to avoid the southern region.
Yeah, I think that's one of the territories of one of the war bands. We should probably avoid that.
Yeah.
We got lucky with the lycanthrope band in that they were bitches.
Well, we are driving Ragged Drag's car, so it kind of draws a bit more attention to us amongst the war bands, I'd imagine.
Indeed.
Oh, guess we hug the top of the lava lake and then go down.
Sounds
30
good.
feet, we'll be there in a couple seconds.
I'd like to imagine that hell is actually just the map is to scale, but it's weird. So it takes days to travel anyways.
It's to scale, but traveling to hell shrinks you down.
Yep.
Well, if we're all in agreement, we should be off.
I just look to jail and go, hit it.
Oh no!
By hit it, I mean the dirt.
I use inspiration.
Okay.
Sorry, jail that was explaining to me how to drive.
It was Thursday.
Knows
It was
me.
Thursday. Okay, good.
I couldn't let my pride take that hit. I had to use inspiration.
Oh. All right. I believe a 10 passes. It definitely doesn't look as majestic as some of your other burnouts, but you pop a shaky wheelie there and get going, and I'll have you roll 2d4.
I want to point out, I think Krush is alone in the other vehicle, so I will join Krush in the other vehicle.
Doesn't doubles do something terrible?
Guess we're about to find out.
You might be going to the Red Dragons after all.
So I think so. Then the vehicles would be me and Krush in one, and Sereth and Surzex in the other, and Kilvius.
Yeah.
And Octavius is who fucking
Passed out
at
body.
Aldrak's grave. Who fucking knows?
Oh, I would have slid over to the acid flinger if you
We'll
were
donate them to Red Ruth for experiments.
All right. Well, since you guys have already taken the campaign off the rails here with that roll, why don't we take a very short break while I
Oh.
roll on a bunch of different tables and see how well you
God.
guys get there.
All right.
Hey.
The 20-minute break. I like it. Or the 25 minutes into stream break.
Yeah. Let's put like 5 minutes on the clock.
Rip all his preparation.
Just
We even did a
faintly hear
poll
the
and
sound of
everything.
ripping notes. All right, and we are back. So Jail takes off, kicking up a cloud of Avernian dust in his wake. The rest of you follow suit and fire up your infernal war machines and head out away from the bone brambles. You try to skirt around the ashen plains to the south of the bone brambles, skirting just the northern uh, edge of the lake of fire here. Um, Eventually, you guys come through some kind of hilly, mountainous terrain. There are gorges running through um, here that you guys can easily maneuver a vehicle through. Um, However, you do lose sight of the lake to the south while doing so. I'll just ping this for your. As you guys get out of the gorges, you do see that kind of in the foothills, uh, a rock formation makes a natural half pipe, and you see a figure on a devil's ride doing tricks as he drives up and down the sides of the half pipe.
I'm gonna cast message at Jail and be like, maybe you should talk to him, learn a thing or two.
Maybe I'll teach him a thing or two.
I cast message again. Ha! Good joke.
I'm contemplating going for it.
If I'm within range, I'm gonna blow a bardic inspiration at you.
A feeling Gilvius's inspiration. I fucking rev the throttle and beeline it to the half pipe.
All right. You see, as you approach, it appears that the figure has noticed your approach, as it does one final trick before coming to rest on top of the rock formation. It dismounts from the bike and kind of gives a big two-handed wave to try and get your attention, making himself be seen.
Huh. Seems like a nice guy.
I wave back.
He kind of like jumps up and like throws his hands up in the air, noticing that you wave back. Jail, you get to the half pipe. You see that this figure is about a 6 foot tall humanoid figure. It is wearing what appears to be an Avernian ghillie suit. It's all rusty and sand colors, with twigs of the calcified shrubbery that sometimes dot the plains. He is also wearing a full face mask helmet made of the same material, hiding his identity. Now that you've approached the half pipe, would you like to perform a trick?
Yep.
All right.
Oh no.
With your Devil's Ride, give me a dexterity check.
I'm unable to cast guidance on myself, right?
I would say that you could use an action to cast guidance on yourself.
Nat one, nat one, nat one.
As you sit at the base of the half pipe, revving your engine, kind of like brake torquing it, you say a small prayer to yourself as you get ready to release the brake.
Alright, here we go.
Oh!
Oh!
+3 for my land vehicle proficiencies.
Yeah,
All
plus
right.
the D4.
Plus D4
Use
and
your
plus
guidance.
Might as well add it.
inspiration.
D8 for the bardic inspiration if you want it.
Oh,
Oh my god!
29, 31. Hell yeah.
Damn. All right. So you let go of the brake, and the Devil's Ride lurches into motion. You hold it steady with the ease of somebody who's been born to riding this vehicle. As you shoot up the incline of the half pipe, you clear the edge and are now in completely suspended in the air as you shoot up and up. You throw the bike around with some intangible grace and do like backflip 1080 as you come and touch back down on the half pipe with nary a jostle to you and skid to a halt at the base of the ramp.
Gerbeck is extremely impressed.
Yeah, Krush, I can't even like hold it in my eye. I'm just it fist straight up in the air.
Jesus, take the wheel.
You
Sarah's
see the
giving him a
figure
golf clap.
start to give a slow clap from the top of the half pipe.
I'll take it. I'll wait for
Please
the company
tell me
to
that this
join
Devil's Ride is golden, and you're about to go on a fiddle battle against the devil for riding a bike.
His Devil's Ride, it seems to be just a normal Devil's Ride. However, it's kind of been camouflaged as well as he is.
Well, I will dismount my bike at the bottom of the half pipe and wait for the boys to show up.
All right, so the rest of the group rolls up, and the figure gets on to his Devil's Ride and just kind of idles it down the ramp, coming to a stop before you. And he halts right before you, kind of pushing up a mound of dirt as he brakes. And he gracefully jumps out of the seat and offers you a courteous bow. Greetings, esteemed travelers. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Smiler, favored of Tamora herself, it would seem, since she has blessed me with your company. Now, whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Sorry, were we all there? Is it just jail?
That you guys
right
are
up there.
all there, having just rolled up
Okay.
in your machines.
Would I be able to figure out who Tamora is?
You could roll a religion check. Yeah, you've heard the name before. She is the goddess of luck.
Nice. Well, our group doesn't really have a name, does it?
Nope.
We're the
We're just
boys!
the
I think we would have figured that out by now. Something.
This is a What's the realm we're from actually called?
The material plane.
We're a group from the material plane. We've come down here to save Elturel.
Well, very noble goal indeed. I can certainly see that you're from the material plane, as am I. And he takes off his helmet, and you see standing before you a blue-skinned tiefling. He looks to be immaculately groomed, a large, kind of sardonic smile on his face. Kilvius, are you out of the vehicle?
I think you're DM curse, Colton.
No,
We
I
can
heard that.
He
Right,
was
too.
fine for me.
Anyways, no, I'm still in the vehicle.
All right. Would you be able to see the figure from where you are?
I would think so. I'm sitting on top of it.
All right. This is your brother.
Oh!
Excuse me?
What? What the fuck?
The backstory reveal.
Hello, brother. I'm gonna wave down at him.
As he snaps his head over in your direction. Do my eyes and ears deceive me? Brother, is that you?
Yep, it's me. What are you doing down here?
Well, you see, I was a warlord down here until recently. I've been in a spot of trouble. But, come, let's, tell me why you're here. And he gestures you guys kind of into a protected spot that is very cleverly hidden in the rock here. You wouldn't have been able to spot it yourself from a distance. And he parks his devil's ride in there and gestures you guys to follow him in.
All right.
I
go,
take the
guys.
steering wheel off.
So as you guys dismount your vehicles here in the lee of this rock formation, he sets his makeshift mask down on his devil's ride and kind of just leans against it with a casual grace and says, "Okay, brother, do tell. How have you come to be here?"
Well, I was up in Baldur's Gate minding my own business and got mixed up with this bunch, and the city started to fall. Just seemed like the right choice to stick around and, stay alive for the time being.
I think you skipped a few steps.
And this is
Certainly.
his best friend, and this is his best friend, Sarah. And I pat Sarah really heavily on the shoulder.
Not how I would describe it, but hello.
Well met. Brother always did have his peculiar tastes.
Oh, you're telling me he was always like this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I just sigh audibly.
I'm gonna make sure I wink at Sarah, and he notices.
Wait, when was the last time you two saw each other? How long have you been down here? And you guys are brothers, and what? What?
Oh, it's been a long time, brother, hasn't it? I found my way here seeking fame, fortune, and power, and that's been stripped from me by the accursed devil who stole my warband from me.
Hmm.
Who might that be?
I hope it's
Yeah.
Ragadraga, because he's dead.
Oh,
Who
no.
is-
Ragga
who
Dragga,
is
that's
this?
small time. This was Bitter Breath. I had a band of hobgoblins under my leadership, and he convinced them through his silver tongue to cast me out as they mutinied me.
Well,
It was
I'm
only
not too
through
happy. Sorry.
it was only through every ounce of cunning the gods have blessed me with that I did manage to escape their foul treachery. I come here and I do some tricks on the Devil's Ride to clear my mind as I think of a plan to get my band back.
Well,
That was sorry. If I recall correctly, Bitter Breath had this area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Interesting.
last time we tried to get a band back together, we did the Tomb of Horrors, so you could try that.
Right, that's meta.
well, we might be in our way in that general direction of where he is. Maybe you could tag along. We could see what happens. You help us, we help you.
You know what? I think you could be of some help to me. Now, we could try to reclaim my wealth of soul coins from the gang. If I had the wealth back in my control, the hobgoblins may come back around. We would split some of the coins evenly between us, of course.
Tempting
Please.
proposition.
Was he actually the
Brother,
warlord?
I'm-
Is he trying to get us to go steal from a warlord? That's what I'm wondering right now.
I'd also have detect magic going at this point if anything's pinging off of that.
You would see that his makeshift ghillie suit is giving off an aura of abjuration magic.
Okay.
And you would see the short sword at his hip is also enchanted.
And Grubek's hat.
Also that.
Yep.
Would I be able to
All right.
insight him to see if he's trying to trick us into attacking a warlord to get some money?
You could roll an insight check. Yep.
Hey, Kilvius.
So he's not fully telling you the truth, but he's also not fully lying. He was in the warband, but his motives for getting you guys to join him may not be what he's saying.
Rush narrows their eyes suspiciously.
What's up, Gerbeck?
How much time did you spend with your brother growing up?
I can't really remember. It seems some of those memories were ripped from me very recently.
Feels bad.
God
Oh.
damn.
All right, well, I won't ask the second question then. Kind of sad now. What happened to
Pat
those
Gerbeck on the
memories?
shoulder.
Pretty sure some of those were lost at the casino.
Excuse me?
Gerbeck
some
wasn't
fun.
at the casino.
Oh, yeah,
He
he-
knows nothing about the gambling
All
memory.
right.
True. I guess, yeah, Sarah could be like, what?
Never mind. Don't worry about that.
Insight.
I'm a little worried about that, but
Don't worry about it.
I'll ask you later.
It wasn't the best decision, but it also wasn't the worst decision we've made out here.
Well, there's nothing like the brotherly
Yeah.
bond. So you
Well,
count
brother-
me in.
I know your motives, and when you say split some of the coins, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth. And I'm going to ask him, what do you mean by some of the coins?
Oh, okay. So he's going to make a charisma saving
Charisma.
throw.
And probably all of us have to, I think, right?
Depends
Well,
on how close we are.
Within
Yeah.
15 feet of me.
Oh, Gerbeck would have walked right up to Kilvius and like tugged on his arm when he was trying to get his attention.
Well, you get like +4 on your rolls then.
Well, it's 15 feet on a point of his choosing, so he could just theoretically make him do it.
All right. Your brother has some resistances to being charmed and other magical effects, so he saves.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, brother, I would need some of the money to buy the gang's loyalty back. I would split some of the coins with you, but I'm obviously taking the larger cut as it is my plan and my gang."
Well, how big of a cut, or
Yeah,
how much coins are we after? Is it a lot?
Oh, it's more than you could spend in a lifetime, I'm sure.
I'm going to insight check him on that.
Uh,
So if Gerbeck is in this zone of truth, he's about to say something maybe stupid.
Yeah, I'm guessing 14 doesn't save.
No, I think 16
it's
is.
16 is Craig's spell save DC.
But if you're
Mhm.
depending on how close you are, you would get advantage, right? Or not
Oh, no, wait.
advantage, but you'd get your pluses.
Yeah, you get
Yeah, I
I
might
think
not have to
even with
use.
the paladin aura affecting him, he still fails.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But I already rolled it, so I'll just use it anyways.
Is it a +2 for the Paladin Aura?
+4.
It's +4.
Oh, shit, then I guess I did pass.
2 paladins.
Nice.
You would have passed just off. It's plus charisma, right?
Yeah, it's plus your
Yeah.
charisma mod.
Yeah, my charisma's 3.
I'm gonna say 2 paladin auras doesn't stack though.
I think
So
Correct.
if you're standing next to Jail and Surzex, you only get the highest of the paladin auras affecting you.
I thought the second aura just gave you an extra +1.
I don't
Maybe.
think it does, but I can
I don't
look.
know. That's Blake's homework.
I'll do it.
Look it up, report back.
Either
Yep.
way,
Yes, sir.
Gerbeck just looks up at Kilvius and says, "Well, can we trust him? Would you trust him?"
With a 7 insight, you would trust him, Kilvius.
I have no reason not to, Gerbeck.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah. If Kilvius trusts his brother, then so do I.
Well, I'm just gonna say it then. Well, for our cut, maybe we should just get as many coins as we might think that we need down here. It doesn't have to be a whole lot.
Yeah, well, once we do the old smash and grab, we can certainly divvy it up once we're away.
Oh, I'm in.
Let's go, brother.
Excellent. Now, here's the plan, and he starts to draw out some terrain in the dirt, in the dust, and he lays out his plan. So that you guys are going to lay in wait for some of the gang's patrols, and you are going to ambush them. And you're going to ambush them with the help of Smiler's hallucinatory terrain spell.
Ooh.
So as their infernal war machine drives over the hallucinatory terrain, that's when you guys will strike.
Sounds like a plan, I suppose.
We're attacking with our war machines.
How does this hallucinatory terrain work? Maybe I could set a trap under it or something.
So he would explain to you guys the hallucinatory terrain spell, which goes as follows. If I could spell it. He makes a natural terrain in 150-foot cube look, sound, and smell like some sort of other natural terrain. Thus, open fields or roads can be made to resemble swamps, hills, crevasses, or some other difficult or impassable terrain. The tactile characteristics of the terrain are unchanged, and they can create or attempt an intelligence check against the spell save DC to see through the illusion. So basically, his plan is to make some very dangerous terrain look like plains. And when they crash into the terrain features and their vehicles come to a dead stop, that's when you guys would murk them.
Could I, fashion a spike pit underneath where you expect them to dead stop? Is there, some scrap lying around?
Well, I don't have any scrap that would be able to make such a thing, but perhaps you guys do.
I pat little Gerbeck on the head and say, maybe I could create some spikes or something if we had the hole.
Well, I'm not digging a hole.
Well, I've got it mapped out, you see. Just at the edge of the ash plains there is a perfect spot for the ambush. Um, there is a pit where we can make to appear as if there's nothing there.
Sounds almost too good to be true. But with an insight of 7. Sounds pretty good to me.
So when would we be doing this ambush or gig assassination?
Well, as soon as you're able, I suppose, and as soon as we can get the attention of one of the patrols.
We could just leave our vehicles out in the open. If they see them, they might want to investigate and maybe get some free shit.
That would certainly draw them in. I was going to have you wait hidden and draw them in myself, as they'll certainly want to come after me, and I would drive through a safe pass through the hallucinatory terrain, and as they come to follow, they would certainly fall prey to it.
All right, I'm down. I like the plan.
Yeah, that seems to be one that will work.
Excellent.
Yeah, I
We're
guess.
all in agreement
Yeah,
then of the
sounds
plan.
good.
Now,
Yep.
shall we set up?
I don't
Yeah, I
see why
guess we'll
not.
make our way over to the
Sure.
pit.
All right. So you guys fire up your infernal war machines, and you all follow Smiler, as he has started calling himself, to his designated ambush spot. All right. So this discolored area here is the very, very rough terrain that he is going to make appear perfectly smooth. There is this large rock outcropping that's 10 feet high. There's these 15-foot sections of uh, debris, ruined um, walls from some long forgotten structure that you guys could all hide behind to break line of sight.
All right. Guess that's where we're gonna be standing.
Okay, so I will drop your guys' characters on here and your war machines, and you can pick your hiding spots.
Or which way will they be coming from?
They will be coming from the north.
North. Yeah.
Why the fuck does it default my color to the same brown as the background?
Are those black
Just
pools?
click on the color
demon
on your name and you can change the color.
Yeah, the black pools are demon ichor, so they're not really a thing you could hide behind. All right. So you guys can arrange where you'd like to have the vehicles parked as well.
I don't think any of us can move them.
Oh, okay.
At least I can't.
No, I can't either.
Okay. Let's do this then. You should be able to move the demon grinder now.
Yep.
How tall is this rock?
15 feet.
What about this wall and this wall?
Also 15 feet.
Isn't the demon grinder bigger than 15 feet?
It's big enough to hide a demon grinder behind.
You up on top, Seraph?
Yeah, I'm gonna go prone on the top here.
I'm also gonna go prone on the top here.
Oh
God
yeah.
damn it!
Where's Smiler?
Smiler, did I give him a token? I hope I did. Yep.
I forgot to ask Kilvius if that was his real name.
He is going to be in your NPCs now. Or am I just showing you him?
Oh,
Why does he have sardines on his face?
Sardines.
Hey, he has a sardonic grin.
Oh God.
Logan's not here, I had to do it.
You didn't. Would it cost you nothing not to say that? All right, so he is going to be somewhere off, like north of here, setting himself up as bait. He has a modification to his Devil's Ride that it can emit like thick smoke that can kind of look like the engine is malfunctioning. So he is going to slowly drive his vehicle like through the hallucinatory terrain, making himself look, weak, and hopefully draw the attention of the patrol, and then spring the trap.
so are we attacking them on foot?
You could do whatever you want. You've got the vehicles. If once they crash, you can, set upon them, drive around in circles, and pelt them with whatever you got.
Ah, they're gonna crash. Got it.
Well, that's the plan anyway.
Because if one of us gets hit by a vehicle weapon, I'm pretty sure to fuck us.
Not if it's the harpoon launcher.
If it's the fucking gobbler, we'll probably just get one-shotted.
True.
Well, my hope is that the vehicle is immobilized. However, any weapon systems they do have on it will still be operational.
Well, we'll see when the time comes, I suppose.
I can't drive it anyways.
All right. Well, if we're all set and in our positions, let's. Or I guess if everything has been planned out, since you guys haven't actually gone there yet, you're
Is there
just still drawing out the plan on the dirt at his place.
Is there a spot here where, like a specific spot that he's meant to crash in, or will just be somewhere in there?
Basically, this patch here is like super rocky and uneven, and as they go into it, somewhere along there, they'll have a chance to crash into the rocks.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like a valley almost that they're going through, not a pit of some kind.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there are big holes that would like drop the front end of a vehicle in here, but it's not like they'd fall into a pit and for any depth.
It's dangerous enough that, you'd probably have to like slow down and maneuver through it, but not knowing that it's there would be shit.
Okay.
right?
That should work, yeah.
Can one of you guys help me up to the rock too?
I'll reach down.
I don't think you can reach far enough. I'm 3 feet tall. And it's a 15-foot rock.
I don't think I'm strong enough to pick you up. But I'll try.
Into the wall and make a staircase.
Wait, I'm just gonna climb up onto the demon grinder and then use that to like step over with Kilvius's help.
All right.
And then yeah, just go prone on the rock with all the boys.
I'm gonna have darkness readied for when a vehicle stops.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna have darkness, like the spell, readied for when a vehicle stops in there.
We can't shoot into darkness.
True.
Just because you can't shoot into it, does they can't shoot out of it either. Oh yeah, never mind then.
I thought it was a good plan.
I thought we could get closer this way. Surround.
I mean, we could. We
I
would need
guess
like a signal though for you to drop the darkness.
Gerbeck has his selfishness with his massive range. But yeah, if you want to drop darkness, then everybody get closer and then lift it. That's fine.
Oh, we don't. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're middle of it's what 60 feet from where we are. Yeah.
Yeah, it might not even be able to cover everything. So if we see like a dude on like a weapon, we could throw darkness on that, and then that gives us some cover.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I won't ready it. I'll hold it then.
All right.
Gerbeck is trying to sit like towards the back of the rock and just try to be as small as possible.
But he already was as small as possible.
Oof.
Ooh.
I think he'd probably be a few inches shorter. I mean, I could disguise myself to be up to a foot smaller.
Be like Gerbeck's kid.
Gerbeck, I could have Gerbeck, mini Gerbeck, and turret Gerbeck.
Gerbeck Jr. and Mini Gerbeck.
All right. Let's see.
All right.
So with everybody in their positions, Smiler gives you guys one last big grin before putting down his helmet, and he takes off wide around the rough terrain and gets into a position far north of where you guys are hidden, still in sight as he waits to spot an oncoming patrol. You guys start to just patiently wait. The suspense builds as you guys wait, peeking every once in a while to see if you can get sight of a patrol coming on the horizon. After a while, you hear Smiler's Devil's Ride rev up to life as you see a plume of black smoke start to rise from it as he starts heading back your way. You do see that on the horizon he is chased by another Devil's Ride and a vehicle similar to what you saw at Mad Maggie's. This is a scavenger. It's not quite as big as the demon grinder, but appears to fit about as many creatures in it. as they roar after the apparently injured Devil's Ride. They come closer and closer, and the Smiler weaves through the rough terrain, obviously having charted a path before, and kind of just times it so that they would catch up to him just after the terrain here. And you guys see as the first the Devil's Ride, and then the well, that's the Scavenger. First the Devil's Ride, and then the Scavenger enter the hallucinatory terrain. Oh no, I'm not on the right layer. That's why I can't move them. Oh, I'm moving the arrow too.
Yes, we don't need the arrow anymore.
As they boom, the Devil's Ride smacks into a rock formation. The Scavenger keeps going, but you see the driver's head snap to the side as he sees them just suddenly stop. As he does so, he comes to a complete dead stop as he smacks into a large rock feature. They are each going to take a lot of d6s.
Oh,
Damn.
that Devil's Ride's fucked.
Wow.
Yeah, so you see as the Devil's Ride completely compacts like a car used in a crash test dummy site. The hobgoblin captain that was riding it is thrown from the vehicle. He is going to make a strength saving throw. As soon as I find a stat block. There we go. Oof. Which he fails badly as he is thrown from the vehicle. And he is also going to take a bunch of d6s. Not that many, though.
So is like hitting the rock at that speed just the equivalent of falling at that speed?
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, so that Devil's Ride is just completely trashed. Oh, I don't know why that whispered. But he took 9 bludgeoning damage off of 5d6, which is a super low roll. So the Scavenger has a lot more hit points than a Devil's Ride, but that damage is enough to cause a mishap.
Monk ass.
Mhm.
The Scavenger's like between the Tormentor and the Demon Grinder in like class.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is rolled a 12 on its mishap table. And you see as it crashes into the rock, it starts to shoot up blinding smoke through the helm station as the engine is ruptured. However,
Free darkness.
this thing did not stop. I think I said it stopped as it hit the rock, but it just busted through part of the rock, like heaved over it, kind of damaged a bunch of the undercarriage as it went over the rock, but it had enough momentum that it kept going. But you do see everybody inside is jostled as hell, and they're going to make strength saving throws. That guy passes. And his 7 hobgoblin buddies
That's a lot of hobgoblins.
pass, fail, 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 fail. 5, 6, 7. Fail, fail. All right, so they're all going to take a buttload of damage as well. 21, except the couple that passed. They are still in the vehicle, however, as it continues to move. It seems like Smiler's plan did not work to 100% effectiveness, as the vehicle is still going through the terrain. It has not come to a stop yet. I guess we'll leave it there, and we'll have everybody roll initiative.
I can't click myself for some reason. What the hell?
Oh, what
That's weird.
I clicked myself, but then it didn't click me. I don't know.
Interesting. Let's just delete you two that aren't working and put your characters on there again and see if we get anything better.
Hey, I can move again.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, and I gotta add you guys' turns, or Blake a turn at least.
Yeah.
And a 13.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Captain on the ground here. It's having a rough go of it. Oof. He's doing the Peter Griffin scraped his knee thing. So he's not going to go too soon. And this, we'll just roll the other captain's initiative for the scavenger. $18. All right. And Smiler's going to get a turn here. Oof. Smiler's not doing so hot either. Okay, so the vehicles have crashed into the terrain. The demon or the Devil's Ride completely just compacting into trash as it throws its rider into the dirt. The Demon Grinder the Scavenger suffering immense damage. It's now full of blinding smoke, but it continues to crash through the terrain. Seems like this is the best time there's going to be to spring this ambush. So, Kilvius, you act first.
How big are these rocks, kind of like in the middle here?
Like the hallucinatory terrain rocks?
Yeah.
Between like 3 and 5 feet. So like certainly a huge obstacle to people, but like it wouldn't offer too much cover or anything.
Oh, I'm still gonna. Nope, I'm just gonna kind of crawl prone up to here. And I have nothing that. How fast does it look like it slowed down this demon or this scavenger at all, or is it still moving up max speed?
Well, the impact certainly took some speed off of it. So it slowed down considerably.
I'm just going to ready a vicious mockery to the driver if it comes close enough.
Okay. So it is continuing to drive and will hit the next set of rocks here.
That's
Um,
fucking unfortunate.
Yeah, it's he's blinded. He's going through hallucinatory terrain. They've traveled 50 feet, so they're going to take 5d6 damage to the vehicle, which is 15. That is not enough for another mishap, however.
The
But it's
driver's going to
taken
hear it.
about 58 damage in total. Um, Now, the occupants are going to have to make strength saves, and in the benefit of time here, I'm just going to roll once for the hobgoblins as a unit. They are looking for a, let's see, DC 15, so they fail. So they also take the 15 damage from the impact, and
God.
hobgoblins don't have that much health. As you see that they slam into another rock, the vehicle actually, the front end hits the rock and kind of climbs over top of it, and now the vehicle is on an angle pointing kind of up, hanging two wheels on the ground, one or three wheels on the ground, the front wheel way up in the sky, and you see the jarring impact has stopped the vehicle, and all of the occupants have like slammed into this um, the seats in front of them or the dash, as nobody was wearing their seatbelts. And you
Wait,
see a
these
bunch
things have seatbelts?
of unconscious hobgoblins kind of like roll out the downed side of the vehicle. And you see the hobgoblin captain swear as he wipes his bloody nose and starts to shout.
He would have been insulted right before he hit the rocks, too.
All right, he got within range there.
Learn to drive, you fucking
All right.
idiot.
So
City
he's gonna
driver
make
right before he
a
hit the rocks.
wisdom save here, which he fails, and he takes 5 psychic damage.
He's gonna
Alright.
hit the rocks crying and kill all his friends in a car accident.
Okay. With that, he's basically pooched for actions he can take while blinded in the vehicle here. So, Sareth, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna stand up and pew pew at the driver.
Okay, he does have 3/4 cover from the helm.
Okay. So that's a +5 to his AC.
+5, yep. However, he is blinded, so you do have advantage on this.
All right. Doing the thing. 23 to hit.
With +5, 23 hits.
All right, for 12 damage on that.
All
Second
right.
shot is modified 20.
20 does not hit.
All right, good to know. That will. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, Jail, you're up.
Oh, I'll tell Cruise this is our moment, and I'll run around the corner at this captain.
Okay, using your action to dash or just
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, it looks like. I'll go up here.
Okay. Just for my frame of reference, shield out or on your back?
It's out.
Okay. Gerbeck.
All right. After hearing the two large bang or three large bangs and realizing that, all right, the ambush worked, I'm gonna run up to the edge of the rock, and I'm gonna point my weird steampunk stick and thunderbolt this guy.
What is the range on that?
120 feet.
Wow. Okay.
It is not a what? Okay, well, apparently my thunderbolt card's broken. Sorry, let me click on this one because that's the actual attack.
All right. 15 misses the captain, unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I guess I would have had to like unprone to do that, so that's my whole movement, and that's my turn.
Okay. Krush, you're up. You might be muted, Brett.
Yes. All right. I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4. I think. Sorry, let me double check. I think it's not quite there yet. Yeah. 5 here. I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Jail. So you're going to get a electrical visage of a tortoise shell around your back. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at the
Hobgoblin captain.
at the Hobgoblin. Yeah.
All right. That is a dex save.
Yes.
All right. He fails.
12 radiant damage on him. And then I'm gonna take my next step back, ready to hide back behind the wall. Undercover.
Okay. This should not have a turn anymore because it is mangled beyond repair. It's foobard. The captain is going to get up off the dirt, dust himself off, and kind of look around. Basically, the only target he sees that he could even have a hope of reaching this turn is Jail, so he's going to charge up to him and make an attack with his, or a couple attacks with his greatsword here. Too bad he didn't have advantage because he Christmas tree rolled that one, so that's a crit fail. And then the next one is a 23 to hit.
That does not hit.
Damn, Jail with that tanky as fuck AC.
Thanks, Krush.
All right. I guess. Oh, well, I did his turn already. The other captain is still in the using the scavenger's turn. Surzex, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up about to the edge of the rock here, and I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay, that is a wisdom save, I believe.
I think it's an attack roll. Yep, range
Oh.
spell attack.
Oh, weird. Our cards aren't working here. So, let's see if I can quickly whip something up here.
One sec.
Here we go. And now in your core of your character sheet, there should be a chill touch attack in your attacks. Yeah, there you go.
Fuck.
Okay, a 15 does not hit with his 3/4 cover there in the helm.
Is he still blinded?
Oh, yes, he is. So you do have advantage on that. 21 unfortunately does not hit with the cover.
Oof.
These guys have pretty high AC to begin with.
Um, is there a ride hung up right now, or is it still like you can drive?
Yeah, it's hung up.
Well, I'm gonna cast Expeditious Engagement as my bonus action and fucking run up. I think I
All
start
right.
here.
There's X-Cast haul ass.
All right, counts as
Surzek gives himself the zoomies.
I was told to do a sick dive roll off the rock, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay. I was going to ask for a dexterity or acrobatics or dexterity check if you're proficient in acrobatics to dismount the 15-foot rock without having to take any fall damage.
Yes, I'm not. So
Okay,
let's
so
see how
just
this
straight
goes.
up dexterity here.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay, so you are going to take 5 damage as you do a superhero landing off the rock. It's very bad for your knees. And then you continue to zoom across the plains, um, ignoring the pain and the heat of battle here. Now, we'll go back up to the top of the order with Kilvius.
Standing up takes half my movement, right?
That is
Yep.
correct.
All right. Well, I'm going to stand up and do the same thing. Try and dismount the wall.
Okay, dexterity check or acrobatics if you're proficient. Oh yeah, so you managed to gracefully like hop down from the rock, kind of bouncing back and forth between different footholds, um, kind of like an anime character or something. And what else would you like to do?
I'm going to mock the driver again. I'm going to make fun of him for killing his friends.
All right, no chill, this guy. Ooh, he does save, however, as he bellows, "You killed my friends!" Apparently, I did not add Smiler, but he rolled a 6. He didn't get a turn last time. All right.
Pretty sus.
And then I'm going to blow a bardic inspiration at Surzex.
All right.
I'll catch it. I'll just turn to him and like catch it like a love note out of there.
Aww.
I'm going to look back at Sarah. That's how you do it.
I just roll my eyes.
All right. So you have the bardic inspiration. All right. On the captain's turn, he's going to climb out of the helm and up onto one of the 2 harpoon flingers. He sees how much range does this thing have? Oh,
120, I
120
think?
feet.
Yep.
And he's like, "Smiler, I swear to God, I will kill you!" As he is going to launch the harpoon at him. Where is my stat block for the vehicles? We'll just use the Demon Grinder one for now. As he's going to make a harpoon attack. And miss. And that is his turn. Jail.
I'm gonna toss my shield onto my clip on my back and two-hand my long sword.
Here we fucking go.
21 hits.
Oh,
Oh,
Big damage, baby.
Nice, nice. All right. Second attack also hits.
oh.
However, that is enough to finish him off as you slash across his chest once as he recoils in pain. You take that moment to disarm him, literally, as you lop off an arm. And he falls to the ground, clutching his bleeding stump, crying in pain before passing out due to the shock and exhaustion.
Hey, that's the second person Catelyn killed by chopping off an arm.
Oh. Hold up, look over to Krush and hold up a power fist.
By the way, Catelyn, I would just like to inform you that with 24 AC, you have two more higher from our armor class than a gold drag, ancient gold dragon and ancient red dragon, and you are now have the second most amount of AC in the game, second only to the Tarat.
Oh my god.
Wow.
that's
Jesus
overpowered.
Christ.
All right.
Mike Morose, please
Note-
nerf.
DM note to self: all saving throw spells aim at Jail.
Gave you the shield. I didn't choose this life.
The shield gives him
You
plus
did,
5 to
though.
dex saves anyways.
It does, so have to throw all the other saves at him instead. All right, Jail. Anything else on your turn? I guess you used your bonus action to swap the shield, or that's free, I think, with your feet.
With shield training, yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start jogging lightly towards my brother. That's it.
Okay, Sareth, you're up.
All right. This fool has left his cover. So, actually, he probably gets half.
He does
I think,
have
from the-
half cover
Yeah.
in the seat of his harpoon flinger.
Well, probably won't be
It's
enough.
no longer at advantage to attack him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna blast him. 26.
26 hits.
Max
15
damage, 15. Nice.
Nice.
All right,
Alright.
second shot is probably not gonna hit.
Yeah, 16. It does not hit as your second blast hits the front of the harpoon flinger.
All right. And then I'm going to dismount over here and hide from the guy in the giant ballista.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics or dex. I guess you could just.
17.
All right, 17. Yeah, that's enough. You kind of pick your way down and kind of go between like short steps and half sliding and make your way safely down to the ground. Gerbeck, you're up.
Alright, Gerbeck's gonna point his staff down, and a bunch of gears start turning, and a boom comes out of the front of it, and another thunderbolt goes flying at the one guy left.
All right, 17 with half cover doesn't hit.
Oof.
Unfortunately, he has 17 AC by default, plus 2 from half cover, so that misses.
Alright, I'm gonna back up to the edge of the rock, but the back of the rock, but not like get off the rock.
Okay.
Just close enough that if you get hit by something, you can fall backwards.
Yep.
All right, Krush.
I gotta check to see my range again here. Ah, no, just short. I'm going to get to there. Fuck it, I guess. I'm going my shell, I guess, because I haven't had the chance to do that for any reason yet, and this is the only chance to do it. and I crawl into my shell because he probably wouldn't be able to hit me from there, even though I know he's not targeting.
All right. I just thought of this. Could you concentrate on spirit guardians while in your shell?
I don't see why not.
Yes, I could do that.
That'd be pretty badass to just wade into a huge pile of enemies, cast spirit guardians, and then hide. I guess you couldn't do both
but
on the same turn.
The other thing is too, though, that I'm also technically prone, so they get advantage attacking me.
Oh,
Mm.
So like I feel like it's only really, really helpful for ranged attacks.
right.
That's why I haven't really used it at all.
What if you painted yourself to look like a rock, and then to lure the enemy in, then you cast Spirit Guardians?
Well, it wouldn't take too long to do.
Nope.
Yeah, it's kind of against melee attackers. It kind of is a wash. His advantage is probably worth about a +4.
Yeah.
On average. Interesting. Okay, it is Smiler's turn. What is he gonna do? He is going to yell at the hobgoblin. He's going to say, Graj, why don't you just get down from there? And he's going to cast Suggestion. His spell save DC is 15 against the captain's wisdom. And he fails. So the captain is going to use his next action or his next turn to get out of the vehicle, get down from the harpoon flinger.
Nice.
All right, Surzex, you're up.
Well, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I guess I'm gonna like climb up on the ride, and I'm just gonna. Can I like walk up there and ready an attack, and see if he will and see if he actually gets down?
Yeah, you could do that. Ready up an attack for him to leave the harpoon station.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about smashing him, but if he's gonna just like listen and get down, there's no sense in doing that. All right, I'm gonna kind of climb up beside him and just be like, "Yeah, you better get the hell down from here, or you're in big trouble." And ready to attack.
All right, Kilvius.
Hearing brother say this, I'm going to go up to here and tell Sir, hey Surzex, look around, see if there's anything good on there. I want you to have a look before I'm going to gesture over at my brother. Comes and has a look.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. So the hobgoblin captain is going to step out of the harpoon flinger. So, Surzex, you can make your ready to attack.
Okay. I don't want to attack him if he's actually like gonna get down, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you know that suggestion. He's going to carry out what the guy just told him to, and that's about it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
all he
I
did was
guess
suggest that he get out of there.
in character, I guess I wouldn't have like known that he failed to check, so I was just reading just in case he did something fishy.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, fair enough. He steps down the front of the vehicle and kind of like confusedly looks around. He's like, "Why did I do that?" Uh, and yeah, he's going to start hoofing it towards Smiler as he's pissed right off. So yeah, 25. Whoops. All right. Yeah, that's. Oh, I guess he would dash. Never mind.
Time for a good old hockey fight.
All right. Jail, you're up.
Oh, it's a bit out of my range. I'm gonna go hang out by these goons. That's it.
Okay, Sareth.
All right. Seeing this guy charge Kilvius' brother, I'm gonna start blasting. 27,
27
I'm assuming
hits.
hits
Oh yeah.
for 14 and 26. Damn,
All right.
for 13.
Yeah. So this guy is sprinting towards Kilvius's brother. As you take careful aim and lead him correctly, you blast him mid stride as he just like flies off his path slightly to the ground limply, and he's dead.
Oh God.
Got him. Oh, nice.
All right, and you see as Smiler the whole time this guy was charging at him was just smiling at him and didn't even like reach for his sword. He was just leaning on his devil's ride, kind of like arm on the steering wheel or like the handlebar, like feet kind of crossed over each other, just completely relaxed.
Could I roll insight on Smiler? I want to know if he believed himself to be in danger right there.
Okay.
Never mind.
He is just so cocksure that you guys would kill him before he got there that he didn't care. He just wanted to look badass.
All right.
That's what you take it as, anyway. So with that, just the kind of the din of battle just quiets down. Smiler just kind of like brushes his hands, kind of dusts himself off. Well, that worked out perfectly, I'd say.
I want to quickly help Kilvius up the ride and help him search it before his brother can get here. But
All
not
right.
being like super duper like in a rush trying to like rummage through it kind of deal. Just looking around.
All right. So I'll have you two roll investigation. All right. So you see that this scavenger has taken about a third of its total health in damage here. It is currently suffering the mishap with the smoke still billowing out. The scavenger, instead of the wrecking ball that the demon grinder has, this one has a like a claw machine claw for like picking up scrap, or I mean it could be used to make it attacks too. It seems like it could grapple targets. This does not have a the chomper on the front, and only has two harpoon flingers. It seems that this is more for utility than the demon grinder's raw damage output. But yeah, you see that it is still it can be repaired. The mishap happening to it, dislodging it from the rock is going to be somewhat of a challenge, but this thing would still be operational with a little TLC.
Nice.
Yeah, that plan worked pretty well. I think if there was a giant spike pit, it would have went a little bit cleaner, but
I agree. Too bad the terrain didn't allow for such a thing. But me and you, we work together. We'll do great things.
Well, we could probably tow this thing off if we make some sort of concoction with our rope that we have as a tow rope. We could probably make it strong enough to pull this thing off with one of our other rides.
Sareth, help me down. I can maybe repair that engine problem.
Well, let's not get ahold of ourselves here. This was just phase 1 of the plan. We've got the patrols out of the way. Now we can get to the camp.
Yes.
I agree. I think we should hurry along.
Well, we probably want to stop this thing billowing black smoke in the air. It's just a beacon for trouble.
I definitely agree with that. We should at least fix the billowing smoke issue.
Hey, Krush,
That
help
is
me.
probably for the best. Yeah, let's do that. Don't want to give ourselves away before we hit the bastards where it hurts.
I'll be looting
Help
this
me
captain.
help me search these goblin bodies over here, see if they have anything useful on them.
Does Sareth help me down?
Yeah, I
All
help
right,
you down.
so the 2 captains each have great swords. They have half plate, and they each have 6 javelins. The hobgoblins have a long sword each and a longbow each with 20 arrows.
If nobody wants them, Gerbeck would love to stick the long swords and great swords into his bag holder.
Go for it.
All right, so that's total 2 great swords, 7 long swords.
I'm going to replenish my javelin count because I was down 2, so I'm going to take 2.
I'm gonna search this devil's rat as well while I'm up here.
All right,
What's left of it?
you can roll an investigation check. Yeah, this thing is basically just scrap at this point. It seems that the engine has completely just pancaked under the force. Somebody might be able to make something out of the junk here, but it's certainly not a vehicle anymore.
Did this guy have any trinkets or baubles hanging from his keys or anything?
He had some fuzzy dice on the handlebars.
Stop snatching him.
All right, you have Hobgoblin's fuzzy dice.
Metal's quite the interesting place.
Alright, I am going to try to repair the engine mishap so it quits billowing black smoke into the sky.
All right, the engine mishap, that is going to be dexterity with your tinkerer's tools.
I will assist.
Gerbeck, make sure you use the right tool. I'll cast guidance on him.
All right, you can add the D4 there. Oh, and that's the advantage roll.
Sareth, couldn't you
Nice.
prestidigitate the black smoke that's already in the sky away?
Probably not.
Oh.
It only affects like a 10-foot area, but I could try.
Jump.
All right. Gerbeck, you managed to patch the engine rupture that's billowing out the smoke, and it kind of eventually kind of dissipates in the air and fades. No more pours out.
That'll do it.
Alright.
I like to imagine that Gerbeck just walked up and like tightened one screw and it fixed itself.
Yeah, just adjusted one bolt. and it just stops.
Can we push this off behind the rock in case other people find it? Because if we come back, we could maybe take it back to what's her name, Crazy Maggie
Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie, and then we could maybe sell it off to her for either some gold or some soul coins or something.
Not a bad idea. I mean, if it's still drivable, we could just drive it there.
I mean, friends, it looks pretty lodged on that rock. It might take some work to get it off.
I
He
go
really
and
was.
prep myself to basically act like I get my head into my shell and I set the shell up kind of underneath and I get ready to try and
Like, push it
basically be a
off?
jack. Yeah,
This
I'm gonna
would be
try and
real
be a jack and
difficult
push
if
it
you
off
were
the
some
rock.
fat guy.
Anyone want to help?
Well, I mean, in the meantime, if we can't get it off the rock,
Gerbeck, like, climbs up and just rips off the steering wheel.
Also fair.
I would help Krush.
All right. Yeah, I guess Krush or Surzex, whoever wants to make the roll, give me athletics with advantage for the two of you trying to lift this thing.
I am not trained in athletics, just to point
Okay,
out.
I'll do it. 19.
This thing weighs 9,000 pounds.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Krush. We had a couple more guys, we'd be able to get it, but
What was the
we might
DC?
have to wait.
DC is
If we
probably
come
30.
back to it, I think I've got some magic still in me. I might be able to fix the problem here.
Yep, sounds good.
we could just, like, pull it
not the
off with our
real-
other car after we deal with the camp.
Well, your brother sure
I'd
seems to be in
have
quite
come
the
back
hurry.
like a day later. Never mind. It's pretty much hoop.
I assume there's more than 2 phases to this plan.
Well, there's in total 3, I guess. Phase 2 is to get into the camp. Phase 3 is to get the hell out of the camp.
Phase 3B.
How far away is the camp?
Not too far from here, just a short little drive.
Doesn't that kind of mean it's, like, infinitely far because it's hell and distance is weird?
Let's not, like, wrinkle our brains thinking about this too hard. Here's the second phase of the plan. We're going to need 2 groups. One is going to come with me, and we are going to sneak into the command tent, which used to be mine, and that is where we hopefully do not find Bitter Breath, because the other group is going to crash straight through the front gates and make as much noise as possible, and hopefully pull all of the hobgoblins and the devil out of the tents.
Oh my god.
How many people are in this camp, roughly?
Roughly about, let's see. He starts counting on his fingers, muttering to himself. Carry the 1.
That's a lot of counting.
There's going to be about 16 in total between hobgoblins, some captains, and Bitter Breath himself.
So what if, the shit starts going wrong and we gotta kill a few 16 guys? Then you have no crew left.
Well, you look more skilled than that. The plan is we'll be as fast as possible after you make the distraction. We'll get the money, and I'll give you the signal to head out. You don't even leave the war machines. Just turn tail and drive away.
I mean, we can sure try, but I know from experience that these things, never end without death.
Well, you've never had me running the plan before.
Well, that's true, but I have had us participating in the plan before. But let's
Trust me,
do it.
nothing can go wrong.
Insight check. Can something go wrong?
Gerbeck,
Nothing can go wrong.
Gerbeck doesn't even insight check because he knows everything's gonna go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong.
Alright, I say we
Uh-oh.
send our stealthiest in with Smiler.
So Jail and I will go with Smiler because we're obviously the stealthiest.
Well, I had an
We're-
idea for that. Brother, would you care to join me?
Oh no.
That's what I was thinking.
Now, did some of Mother's magic rub off on you too? Are you able to do this as he is suddenly up on top of the rock in like a poof of mist?
Yes, I can, brother. But my limits are. I have limits to how many times I can do it. I'd rather not do it at will.
Of course, but it is part of our escape plan. We're going to, as we hear the gate crash, we'll scale the wall, slip into the tent, get what we need, and poof, we'll be out of there.
Works for me. And I'm gonna look back at Sereth, and I'm gonna give him a wink. And if I'm still in range. No, I don't think. I think Bardic Inspiration's only 30 feet.
Start backing the fuck
Oh,
up.
wait, am I thinking of? I might be thinking of Tomb of Horrors.
Sarah, could you make yourself go poof?
No, I cannot, but I can be our line of communication between the two groups. If someone else can
Nice.
do that as well, that would be ideal.
Yeah, Smiler does not have like message or sending.
I've got message, but yeah, there are limitations to it.
Well, we could. I guess that's okay. If there's only two of you, it's probably less of a chance of getting caught.
Yes, if things do start to go south, I can always let you know that we're bailing early, or if it comes to that.
I think I have an escape plan. If things go south for you guys, we should be able to get out in a hurry as well.
All right.
All right, and once we've found what we're looking for, and we can make our escape, I'll give you guys the signal to get out of there. Super secret code.
Which is?
Hey, fucker, I've got your money.
I think that'll work.
Well,
Can you repeat that? I missed it.
It's kind of a one-time thing. You'll know it when you hear it.
Gerbeck puts his notepad down sad.
I go and whisper this. I whisper it to Gerbeck very quietly.
This is the first
I
time
nod.
we hear Krush swear.
I nod my head and write it down.
All right.
So, Smiler is going to indicate where the lair is, and it's kind of right up against the lake of lava in like that area.
We're still on the battle map if you were...
Yeah, never mind. No, you're not. So it's like right up against the lake of lava, right there-ish.
Oh, we're on the bottom side. I see.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, like, the patrols would have, like, gone maybe there was the rough terrain that you guys ambushed the patrol on the edge of their territory.
Hmm.
All right, and with the two-tiered plan set, I think we are going to leave off the actual heist for next week.
Oh! Oh, hell yeah.
We're
Nice.
heisting again, guys.
God, we're idiots.
Yep.
We
Back
can't
to
be
your old
stupid.
roots.
You know how sick that backflip was?
Yep.
That just set the tone for this whole adventure.
I need
Yeah.
you for one more job. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
And Kilvius' brother.
Actually, yeah.
We're not supposed to trust anyone in hell. Kill this. It's me, your brother. I mean,
Yep.
Works for me.
And you shady fucks are still not believing him. Insight checking every single thing he says.
I haven't.
Why?
I trust him completely.
I've only been
I
friendly
don't
Mark
trust
once.
Kilvius so much to begin with, so his brother that I've never met before.
Gerbeck knows that family's important to some people. So if Kilvius trusts him, that's a code enough for me.
Yep. Same.
Well, I not won an insight check, so I won't be inciting anything from here on out.
Everybody.
Nothing can go wrong. All right, so with that, we can vote for tonight's inspiration.
Jail for the 1080.
Kilvius for the backstory reveal.
Yep, Kilvius.
I'd say Kilvius too.
Nice, nice.
Backstory, nice. But the flip was pretty good.
Well,
The
you
flip was
got
a
it,
close
Craig.
second.
You get mine too.
All right, and I think since we've only got 5 viewers in chat, they can't outvote you guys. So, Kilvius, you are going to have inspiration for the meeting your brother in hell.
Thanks, guys.
No trust
Did it.
trust on that, to be honest with you.
Another couple months and we'll have that demon's blood.
Keep
Yep.
getting sidetracked like this. I mean, you could have just told him to kick rocks and left, but
It's Kilvius' brother.
I wanted to see this lightning cloud and these ruins on the way, but
Lightning crowd?
I'll have to wait.
Yeah, this giant cloud of lightning
yeah.
up here.
on the map, yeah.
Yep.
Well, maybe that's something for next time.
One place I never ever want to go is here.
Nice call.
Yep.
Well, you better not roll doubles.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I think somebody did tell us, like, the circled parts of the map are probably actually there.
Every
Yeah.
place
Some of
without
it's like-
tentacle monsters is your kingdom. But what about that spot over there? That is PA. You must never go there.
All right, so we'll pick this back up next week, same time, and join us Sunday for the continuation of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And if you want to get caught up on that or any of our other adventures, check out the YouTube channel.
I haven't uploaded the VODs yet, but yeah, they'll be there
Eventually.
tomorrow.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Night.